Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? 'Twas the night after Christmas. It's been a rough day here. We got up early. We headed off to the doctor. We didn't get any results yet, but I'm sure everything's going to be good.
Hopefully.
We're just simply wore out. I actually fell off to sleep. I woke up about 30 minutes ago. I guess I slept for 45 minutes. I don't nap. I'm not a napper. As you can tell, I'm not probably in the best of moods right now. When I wake up from a nap, it's just like
You're like a baby.
I wake up in a good mood in the mornings. But if I take a nap, if I went to bed, it'd have been ugly.
Ugly.
I can sit in the chair and nap and not be hateful. But if I have to go to bed,
now I can go to bed and it don't bother me a bit, and I did.
how many hateful nappers are out there? It's just starting all over to me. I'm just like, oh. Anybody else a hateful napper?
Not me. I can sleep and get up, be fine.
Hello. I'm a hateful napper, you know. Mm-hmm. I don't nap though.
No, you don't never nap, Harley. Just
I doze
in the chair.
Sometimes for 10 minutes.
You don't go to bed.
Like I may be watching a show or something and go, oh, I dozed off during a commercial or something. Or I might just sit there and be looking at the tree and wake up in 15 minutes and go, oh, well, that was a nice little power nap. But what you call going to bed for an hour or 2 hours, if I go to bed for an hour or 2 hours, I'm just going to stay.
Not me. I can nap.
Mama likes to take a nap. I like to struggle through and just go to bed early. I might go to bed at 7, but I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. So what are y'all doing? Napping, eating leftovers. Some of y'all had to go to work today.
Poor people.
I was supposed to went to work, but I took some leave. It was a good time to take a couple of days and get a full weekend. So I did that. I hardly ever do that, though. I've not been off extra on the holidays in a long time.
No, you've not.
I don't ever do that.
You don't take off nothing.
Actually, one of my friends, I must have been getting pretty grouchy or something. One of my friends put me in leave and said, I put your leave in for you. They sent out a spreadsheet and said, who wants, and they spread it real early. And we all had full access to it, so she said, I put me down for some leave and I put you down for some leave and you're going to take it.
I'm glad she did. You needed it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have put it down. Mm-mm. I'm hard pressed not to take much leave. Got off work, nap during my lunch break. I've done that before, Tina. I've taken a power nap on my lunch break before in my car or something. I don't do it often.
You call a 10-minute nap a power break. I just get my eyes closed good in 10 minutes.
Oh, I can do good with 10 or 15. In fact, I do better with 15 minutes than I do 30 or an hour. Mm-hmm. It's raining. Maureen, where's it rain? Pretty rain.
It wasn't raining.
Now, if it's raining, I can go to sleep better at night. Enzo Rutherford, my recliner is my bed. A lot of people do that. Mama, don't start that mess.
I've got to get my eyes.
Okay, and then I'm taking it away. She'll kill us. She'll kill us trying to talk to us and rattling that cup. That's a new habit. I'm gonna have to get her. I'm gonna get you one of them y'all's cups over there that's rubber and a rubber spoon.
I don't know if I can break ice up with a rubber spoon.
Then she talks to you. She puts a big. She told me that when the vehicle today. I don't understand ice talk.
You could understand it by now.
I was calling her Isis. I said, Isis, you remember?
Get that out of your mouth.
She need all the ice she wants. Just don't try to talk to me while you're eating it.
But I figured you could understand me as much as I do.
No, Mama, I can't. I've not learned how to speak ice.
Ice. I'm hooked on this stuff.
Oh, you have not. You don't have to tell me. Early in the morning, she'll sit here and act like she's froze to death and crunching. I said, "Is that
I freeze and eat ice.
Is that not counterproductive?"
I cover up good and eat ice. Turn the heater on and eat ice. I'm bad.
Get you some coffee. It's the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth.
And
I'd eat it 24/7.
she's eating out of these metal. So I hear this. I used to think she was choking. Because listen to this sound. From a distance in another room, it sounds like somebody coughing or trying to breathe. So I had to get some used to it.
You say you don't hear me at night. I go to bed with a cup of ice.
She does. I can testify. But I go to bed with water.
And I get up, and the first thing I do is get a...
I hear it in the night. I can hear it. But it don't bother me like it used to. Used to, it scared me because it was like, what is that sound? Because I hear that. And it sounded like somebody choking to death. Because you're... is something wrong? And I'd panic. Now I'm like, oh, she's eating nice.
If I choke you, you think I'm...
I do crazy things all the time. Here's a crazy for you. So we used the canning kitchen. We got a gas range in the garage. And when I say canning kitchen, it's just cabinets and a sink and a refrigerator. It's just a couple of islands on the end of our garage. And then we park in front of that. And we got a gas range. So we had to use it. We had to have the oven. If you haven't ever cooked at your house...
For a big...
And we only have one oven in here. Well, we have the Easy Bake and this one. When both of them was going.
Yeah.
Even the microwave was going. So we had to use the gas range oven out there. Now, we had a couple of casseroles out there. We had 2 pans of dressing out there. We went out there. We got our stuff. I turned off the range. I turned off the lights. I checked it. I done all the stuff. That should be good enough. I came back in here. I laid down. 10 hours later. Did I turn that range off? Yeah, you turned it off. Go to sleep. It's fine. I done set the alarm and everything, and it's on the door. I had to undo the alarm. I said, you turned it off. It's been 10 hours. Nothing's happened. It's fine. Well, you just go to sleep. No. I think I did, but I better go check.
What did I do the other night? The same thing with the coffee pot, didn't I?
Yeah, the coffee pot's at least in here. I get up, undo the alarm, go out in the garage. It's perfectly fine. Cold as an ice cube. Ain't been on in 10 hours. And here I am worrying about it.
You take that after me.
I must.
I did the coffee pot.
I've checked the coffee pot 10,000 times. Huh?
Had you went to sleep the other night when I got up, or did I?
You hollered and said, I'm just checking the coffee pot. I said, it's fine. I unplugged it.
But I had to come in here and make sure so I could go to sleep.
It's OCD is what it is. This is honest truth. I didn't cook much at my house when I lived alone. In fact, at my apartments, when I would be in an apartment somewhere, I never would buy food because who can cook in an apartment? I can't. Some of y'all can. I just couldn't ever get the hang of it, and it would smell. And then you go out in the hallway of the apartment buildings, and you go, "Oh, somebody's cooking." And I think I don't want to be that person. So I just never did cook much. I would eat lunch, and then I would eat supper, and I wouldn't eat breakfast. So I'd eat lunch, and that'd be it, and I'd take that out during the day. So there was no need for me to cook much in an apartment. And at my house, I wouldn't cook that much. And I would know I hadn't cooked in 2 weeks at my house. I'd come over here and cook with Mama and Daddy sometime. Most of them I just went over and eat. Mama would already have it cooked. Boy, that was the good old days.
That was the good old days, wasn't it? I was cooking.
And every night before I go to bed, I check my stove. No reason for that. Just crazy. Hello, John. People with all the doctors Mama has seen lately, I'm sure they checked her iron. Relax. She just her iron's fine, Pat. I know all about the crunching ice and the iron, and trust me, they've checked her iron every week for since September. She's had blood work, and more blood work. And I've even asked specifics. So she's crunching ice all the time. I know that's a sign. It's where she's taking Lasix to keep the water off.
Well, they told me not to drink much fluids because my heart was full of fluids and pressure.
She can only have 2 quarts a day, period, in total liquid content.
And so I started eating ice to satisfy my thirst in my mouth. And now I'm just...
But I'm okay with it. I'm really...
Done it.
I wasn't really complaining earlier. I was just saying, don't do it while we're talking. And the ice is better than the pump. And she's down to a pump a week, maybe 2 on the outside. She's cut down. Mostly all she drinks now is y'all's tea and ice.
And water.
And ice water.
Ice
water. Now, this is a person who didn't drink water for a year. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I asked her, I said, Mama, when's the last time you just had a glass of water? And she said, I had one last February when I was sick.
No, I didn't do that.
She did. That was a true statement. She never just drank a glass of water. She drank some liquids, of course, but she just never did.
I love my tea and my pop. I still do. But I eat ice. I think, well, I'll go get me a Coke or get me some tea, which I do break over and drink more tea than I do pop now.
You know, they say nature versus nurture. Now, I have my own habits, my bad habits of eating and everything else. But I grew up in a household with 2 parents that never touched coffee, and neither one of them never drank water. They always drank, Dad drank pop, and Mama drank tea when I was younger. And pop, but not a lot of pop.
No,
you just started on pop lately in the past 6 or 8 years. But Dad always drank a lot of pop, but he worked for Coca-Cola. Dad would drink lemonade and Kool-Aid lemonade. He could make his own pink lemonade and those things. He would actually put 2 packs in and a cup of sugar and make his own.
Sometimes.
But he would drink those kind of things. I never did care for the Kool-Aid much. And if I did drink Kool-Aid, it was always orange Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
But I've always loved water.
When you was little, you just drank milk and water and some juices.
I did. Juices always made me sick a little bit.
But you didn't drink a lot of them. But you drank milk and water. And you hardly ever drank a pop when you was little. And
I just don't care for them. In fact, even now, I drank a pop the other day, and it made me so thirsty feeling. I thought, I just didn't have my cold water. So I've always been an ice water drinker. It's probably the reason I'm alive. If I'd have drank bad and eat bad too, but I love salty snacks, salty food. Never did care much for sweets, but I've always liked savory snacks. I'm the pretzel eater. I'm the chip eater. I'm like, if it's salty, count me in. Sweet,
I'm the sweet eater.
I might eat a piece of fudge. I've eaten 2 pieces of fudge since she made it.
I'm not going to tell you what I ate.
But I love good, salty, savory food. That's my thing. And I started drinking coffee because I worked in a restaurant, and then I worked at the school. Coffee was always available. So coffee. And I bought the first coffee pot in this house.
How old was I? 64 or 65, the first pot of coffee I made here.
First time she ever made some, she was 65. First time she ever drank any, she was 70.
Just a few years back.
70 or 72. And then I brought in some French vanilla creamer.
Bad. Hazelnut.
She started loving it, and hazelnut. And she started drinking coffee every morning for a long time there. But do you drink it every morning now?
No, I hardly ever drink it.
If I make a hot cup of coffee and I'm fixing breakfast for us, she'll normally have a hot cup of coffee with some flavoring in it.
Most of the time I just warm up a cup of tea.
Cup of tea. Just out of the jug of tea or the pitcher of tea. She just puts some and puts it in the microwave, heats it up, or she'll even put it on the stove and heat it up. You can do it either way. But Not a lot of coffee through the day ever.
No.
Every once in a while you will up in the day.
I love hot chocolate, but
Hot chocolate.
can't
Mama
have it.
says hot chocolate from yours, and
Oh Lord, it's wonderful.
we're about out, and they don't have any more right now, so you might have to. Mm-hmm. This is coffee here. This is my travel. If I start out with a travel mug, a lot of times I'll finish most of a cup of coffee. But today I start out with this, and I've just refilled it all day today. That's just the way life is today. We've had a kind of busy day. We had a bunch of errands.
Oh yeah.
Where we haven't been out as much as we was. We had to catch up, so we had to go pick up some pecans that Mama had ordered from a lady from her church. We went to the doctor first thing. We went and done a few errands, paid some bills, done that stuff, done the banking, went to the post office. Ooh, I'm tired talking about it.
It was a while getting it all done, and I was tired. And what did I do? Come home and lay down.
You lay down early. I just fell asleep in there after, I guess, when the sun started going down. Might as well. But it's been a good holiday. We've had a good 2 days.
It's been a wonderful day.
We had a great time yesterday. We had a great time Christmas Eve.
Yes, we sure did.
We're not cooking tonight. We're not even eating tonight. I'm telling you. I tell Mama, I said, I didn't eat that much yesterday. As far as, 2 or 3 plates. Before I got one plate and filled it up, but it was so rich. We had the smoked turkey. We had some ham. We had rolls. Don't normally eat bread. We had dressing, which is just bread. We had mashed potatoes, which is starch. We had gravy. Oh, we had sweet potato casserole, which is, was just everything we ate was absolutely heavy.
Broccoli casserole, pineapple casserole.
My sugar's going up thinking. Everything we consumed.
We did have green beans, though.
Yeah, everything we consumed was absolutely rich in just a lot. Mm-hmm. So today my body's like, what have you done? So when we came home, I guess about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, we ate some of the smoked turkey, which was absolutely delicious. And I just wanted the turkey, and I dipped it in a little bit of sauce, and that's all I had. Maybe the tryptophan made me go to sleep.
Oh, it could have been. I hadn't thought about that.
I was surprised when I woke up that I'd gone to sleep.
You probably was that.
So we had breakfast, and then we had turkey, and I had it dipped. And I asked Mama, well, when I woke up, I said, are we going to cook anything? We've got a few leftovers. We didn't have a lot of leftovers, and that was a good thing.
No, we've done
because Thanksgiving we really had a lot. And Mama said, I ain't hungry. I ain't eat nothing. But she had a buttered roll.
Yeah.
She had a buttered roll. Mrs. Schubert left her rolls here yesterday.
She's so sweet.
And so Mama heated it up, and it had a buttered roll. So that was your supper.
Yeah.
I had a cup of coffee. I had a fresh.
I love that buttered rolls. Mrs. Schubert is so sweet and kind.
I had fresh coffee. Mm-hmm. Are y'all eating today, or are you wanting pizza today? How many of y'all are having frozen pizza? Be honest, we're friends. Frozen pizza would be delicious today, wouldn't it? Or pizza rolls, or maybe carry out Domino's. Some of y'all live in fancy places that have actual Domino's.
I was thinking about if we cooked earlier, we'd just have a hamburger patty or something.
That would be so tasty, just a hamburger.
Something different, totally from yesterday. But then I didn't want that, so
I'm not exactly
that might be tomorrow.
Not exactly craving salad, but I would like to have tacos or pizza or something. Pizza ain't light, but
you could fix you some tacos tomorrow.
I don't want. I don't think I have to cook today. I didn't cook that much yesterday either, really.
Well, you did a lot yesterday.
Our table was off yesterday, and let me tell you why. We talked about doing those cinnamon apples. And I was doing
What's wrong?
I don't know. And we couldn't find the cinnamon imperials. We had some. We used them.
I don't know whether we used them all or.
I think we've used them all because we have pears and apples even in the summertime.
Yeah.
So I didn't have my imperials, and I didn't want to go to the store and buy them. And Mom said, "Oh, nobody don't like them, but us, we'll just skip them," which other people do like them, but they're pretty on the table.
Yeah.
And then I asked, when everybody gathered in here, I said, "Does anyone want corn? You want some whole kernel corn?" No. I said, "Oh." So I didn't make it. We had carrots. So everything we had was casseroles. It was browned, or with the turkey, of course, was brown, golden brown. The ham was brown. We had bright deviled eggs. Was pretty, but we didn't do the whole paint your palette on your plate.
No, it wasn't colorful. You said next year you was going to make sure you had everything
I'm making a list next year
for a pretty plate.
I have absolutely given up on trying to remember anything. Don't ask me to remember nothing.
And what did you say we had to do? Check it twice.
I said we're going to make a list and check it twice. We're going to make it nice. Used to, Mama would always make a list of everything she's having. She'd write her ingredients she needed, and she'd check them off. And
but I ain't.
Mama don't go to the store anymore,
I
so
don't shop no more, or haven't been.
in those little cinnamon imperials, it's the little ones. It's not the red hots like the jellies. It's those little ones that turn white when the cinnamon comes off from them. And I usually put one bag of those into 16, 18 ounces of apples. You can use a can or you can use fresh. And let them cook good and slow. And I like to go in the day before and put them in the refrigerator and let them sit overnight. And they get so good and red. Well, when I found out I didn't have any, I looked everywhere. And Mama looked. No, but I didn't want her looking up. There can maybe some stuck away here somewhere. But we just didn't have any. So I will pick up some. I didn't look for them today. But I'll go to the big store next week. And
we didn't need nothing. We had too much food here.
We had plenty of stuff. But those just make the table pretty. Most of the time, I will buy, especially if we're hosted, I'll buy kale and kind of put on the plates. Not the plates we eat out of, but, around the deviled eggs.
Around the turkey sometimes and stuff.
I get the red bowls out, make the table all pretty. This year we ate out of the kettles, just like we do when Yins are here. Yins didn't miss a thing here yesterday because it was just like Yins was here. When you see us sitting here eating out of the kettles. But it wasn't like a planned thing, or it was like we were cooking right along. We weren't behind. Everything was done, but we were like, mashed down potatoes. It's 15-1. It was quick.
I said it would stay hotter.
Mama said always let it stay hotter.
It will in the hot kettle. So.
And it was buffet style. If it had been sit down style on the table,
we had to put it in a bowl.
We did off Christmas dishes though. They were pretty. The table was pretty when we got in there.
Uh-huh.
Y'all seen that already set up. With we didn't change the centerpieces or anything because there was no food took in it. And the reindeer, you could see right underneath him, it was a good conversation line. So we didn't have to fool with that. But we had a whole table full of folks in there. We had a wonderful time. Couldn't have had a better time with it, even if we did have red dishes.
No.
But I'm going to do better next year. I'm not going to depend on my brain. I'm going to depend on a piece of paper. We're going to write. And I'm not just next year Christmas. We're going to, at Easter time. I told Mom, I said, Easter we'll do better. We'll get it all written up. We'll make sure everything's pretty. We usually do that. You got to plan your plate. You got to plan your buffet. You want some yellow corn on there. You want some red apples. You want these bright, bold colors because we eat with our eyes. You want that lime green fluff salad that's on every table. It's not just a coincidence that it's always been on those tables because you put that fluff green salad, you put some red maraschino cherries in it. It's beautiful. So it makes the whole buffet look good.
Yeah, if it had been real pretty, I couldn't have helped no more than what I ate. We all ate good.
We ate good. The food was good. We didn't miss anything. Sometimes I'm like, did we forget to make something? We made everything. We didn't make corn this year because nobody wanted corn.
Nobody spoke up.
I said, does anyone want corn? Because I can put some butter in some corn. This was an hour before it was eaten. I had plenty of time. And everyone went,
I just wanted dressing and turkey and little.
They love the carrots, and I made them just like I make them for y'all. A little brown sugar, a little bit of maple syrup. Very good.
The carrots was pretty, and
The carrots were pretty, and they were
the
good.
deviled eggs was real pretty.
The deviled eggs were pretty. It looked better on the plate because when you got on the plate, those casseroles opened up. So you had the green colored broccoli casserole. You had the orange sweet potato. It was really pretty on your plate. But when we let it out here, it was a little brown, wasn't it?
You're the only one that said it.
I'm the only one that even cared or even looked. I was like, are we missing something? I'm missing them bright red bowls, too. That made a difference.
I ate everything that I'd...
You know, when you do tradition, you miss those little
You can tell the difference.
You can tell the difference. But we had our pretty plates, and that made a better thing. Mm-hmm. And we wasn't around this counter very much. It was fill them up and go eat. We had a wonderful time. Merry happy day after Christmas. God bless you. You too, Denise. Hello, John and Mama. Hi, Carol. How are you?
Hello.
Howdy from Southwest Virginia. Hey, Rita.
Hey.
We met one of y'all at the doctor's office today. Just a big old shout out to you and hello. It's good to see you. I love, if you ever see me and Mama out, please come up and say hey.
Don't be afraid of it.
No, we love it. We like to talk to y'all. Some people want pictures. Some people just want to say hey. We're always happy to do any of that.
We may not look too great sometimes, but we don't care to take a picture with you.
Yeah, we'll take an ugly picture, won't we, Mama? Roseanne says, I'm making her hungry. Roseanne, we're starving to death here. We ain't had a bite to eat.
Oh, no. We ain't starving, that's for sure.
I'm recuperating.
I ate so much yesterday that I was afraid I'd overweigh, but they didn't weigh me today. But
you weighed this morning.
Yeah, I weighed this morning. I was back to what
you
usually are. But
I told Mama, I said, it's not hardly fair to give you a test the day after Christmas.
Yeah. And I was worried, but I just had the ultrasound on my heart and everything. And I go back to, when is it, Tuesday? The 31st, whenever that is.
Who sent this stuff, Mama?
It's right there on the paper. I'll get it.
Somebody sent me, I've got a couple of these, but thanks for another one. I'm down to just one cup. I've got them in there on the shelf, and they are good for all kinds of stuff. That'd be a big old cup of coffee, though, wouldn't it? I feel like sometimes I could drink that full of sweet tea.
She sent some recipes right here. Just 2 recipes and a nice letter.
Miss Sharon Hamby from Alabama. She's got us crock pot beef and noodles, and I do think I would like to try this. I want you to cover your name and address. I do think I'd like to try a crock pot beef and noodles. We love beef tips and noodles, but sometimes they are a little aggravating to make. But if I could throw them in the crock pot, I might really like them. And here is the best taco pasta. Sharon, I think this is going to be good too. Pasta and canola oil, ground chuck, diced onions. It just sounds real good.
Your taco seasoning. That might be what you need instead of taco salad tomorrow.
We could try this one tomorrow. Tacos and pasta. Mom and I like pasta.
Yeah.
Thanks for the recipes and thanks for the letter.
And
Beautiful.
This is what she sent me. I've not got one like this with the
It's Sharon, you did a beautiful job on this letter. It almost looks like it needs to be framed.
That's what I said.
The words are green and the heading is red. You've typed that out. It's beautiful.
But ain't this pretty?
Yeah, it's like a
poncho.
Poncho. It's a poncho.
It cut the turtleneck, and my arms would go out here.
Let me have it, Mom. See how pretty it's corded, and then you could throw that over top of something. And
I've seen the young people wear a lot like this, and I thought, how neat! But
it's a neat fabric. It's very, very soft. Like
it's
to have a blanket out of that would be wonderful. You can see
beautiful.
it. Mama, you need to put that on right now so I can run this fan.
With all this, I've got a sweater on. I didn't have
I know. When you get rid of that vest, you can start wearing stuff like that. And I can have my fan
And then
going.
we got to...
We've been anti-fan for a month.
Somebody sent us cookies, the California boys.
The California boys sent Mama some cookies.
Oh, they're good. They're so pretty.
They're
You're just about ashamed to eat them. They're so pretty.
You want to get them and show those?
And then we had fruit cake, and we've got oh, I can't remember it all. But thank everybody, and some of the most beautiful cards. I've got a stack like this.
I think that box you got today is your jelly.
Oh, you think that's it? But I love this. And I said, and I have gray paints.
Light pants,
and
gray
dark
pants.
ones, and this one.
The ones you wore yesterday would be beautiful with that.
Yeah, and I wore dark gray ones today and stuff.
She had on gray yesterday. It kind of looked like a man's suit. It had the stripe up and down the leg. We just been blessed and highly blessed. And Angela Brett sent us a bunch of stuff. Angela, we're still eating on that good stuff. Angela.
I got ornaments.
Angela listens to everything we say, and she's always right on top of stuff. Angela helps us on the page too. Miss Nola helps us. Miss Nola had sent me my orange blanket. Miss Nola, it's wonderful. I love my orange blanket. It's just the right thickness.
Oh, well, it's
you gonna bring those cookies?
cookies?
And then the Mama's California guys sent
us a southern fruit cake. Oh Lord, and those cookies are. My thumb was.
I know. I was wondering what you stuck your thumb in there for.
Those.
Look at these cookies.
Those fruitcake cookies were delicious too.
The fruitcake cookies.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you how good they was. Mama probably won't me to tell you this. Your fruitcake cookies were so good
that we can't show them.
Oh no, we can't show them. They gone. But they were so good. Mama didn't make fruitcake this year. She said, "I'm not making that fruitcake," and we got them delicious cookies and
a little fruitcake.
And fruitcake. She said, "I'm not making." I said, "So you gonna say the cookies took the place of a real fruitcake?"
I may fix it for New Year's. Or
so
something.
she said, "I may fix it later," but yeah, them cookies are good enough for fruitcake this year. Look at these beautiful cookies.
And we would show them, but unfortunately, we ate them all.
These cookies we did eat too. When they came in, we opened them and ate them. And we're going to eat. These are like Oreo or cream filled cookies, and they've got these designs on. Here's one with real craisins. Look at that.
They're so pretty.
These two had. They were like these two. They had couldn't resist them. They're very good. I'm going to cover them up. Put this. This right here keeps them fresh.
They're wonderful.
Thank you. Y'all are just so kind, and every day you just show us over and over how kind y'all are, and we appreciate everything.
Send us ornaments and a scarf, and some ornaments.
Oh yeah. It's under the tree over there.
Yeah, I put everything under the tree.
Everything is under the tree. We had so many people here and so much gifts going. We had to tuck ours under the tree, so they know.
And our table, we had desserts on it. My nephew brought candy and cheesecake. And
y'all met Wendell. Wendell is he's not a baker by trade, but he can bake. He is wonderful. He does specialty things. You know, he ain't going to bring the potato salad to the party, but he'll probably bring some kind of beautiful cheesecake with different flavors and
blueberry lemon cheesecake this time.
Blueberry lemon.
Oh,
I told him it's one of my favorites. Last year he brought one.
Pumpkin something. That was Thanksgiving.
He made one with Oreos that was
pumpkin
Oreos. You know, he was just there for a short season. But he makes pumpkin cheesecakes. He makes he had a whole tray of fudge.
Oh, okay.
And here, Mama, say goodbye. We leaving.
Okay. Goodbye, Mama, and God bless you all. Happy New Year's coming up.
Happy New Year's.
Bye-bye.
He made a tray of fudge, and he had like 6 different fudges. And they were all delicious. Blueberry and raspberry and banana fudge. I mean, it's always something you just don't find everywhere. So he's quite a talented baker, candy maker, and cheesecake baker, and all that good stuff. Icebox cake. Lynn, we make an icebox pie. but I've never made an icebox cake. Merry Christmas to you and Mama. Cheryl, thank you so much. We got some company coming in. We're going to sign off. We just wanted to jump on here and say happy day after Christmas. Hope y'all are enjoying. Hope y'all are relaxing down a little bit and enjoying yourselves a little bit. You've rushed. You've got everything done. The kids' packages have been wrapped and opened, and all the garbage is probably already thrown away. You've cleared the tables. You've got your leftovers. Now sit down. Sit down. Get your cup of coffee. Take a few minutes and just relax. Enjoy it. Take the whole weekend and just relax. If your tree's still up, just sit in the dark with the tree on and enjoy it with a cup of coffee. That's the best thing ever. I love, that's the reason we keep some trees in the bedrooms. We keep 2 foot and a 3 foot tree in some of the bedrooms. And when company comes, they'll say, oh, I love that tree. Because it just gives a warm light. They can see around. You know, they can turn off at night if they don't like it. But it's on timers. You can just sort of keep it going. But it's a beautiful little mood of relaxation. Get you ready for bed. You don't need them bright lights on when you're trying to go to bed. Even if you're going to bed with a cup of coffee, it's okay. You can get decaf if you need to. Coffee don't seem to bother me. It may, but it don't seem to. Enjoy. I love that, Rosalind. Enjoy, and then enjoy. Y'all have a blessed night. We'll talk to you tomorrow, Lord willing. Who knows? We might cook something tomorrow. These taco pasta thing sounds good. Y'all stick around. Have a blessed night. We love you, and enjoy. Make some memories and enjoy yourself. You've worked hard. You deserve it. Bye.